becoming, use becoming, because it's made up of the two parts. What are the two parts again? Right? Ousia, right? The ousia, which is capable of knowing itself, and the being, which is capable, therefore, of having the powers to know all existing things in time. This is an eternity, or eternal, and this is in time. So we have an analogy. Let's see if I can get the analogy here then for you. Well, actually, it's going to take me a moment to do that. So let's do it the other way. Okay. Your question is, why is there a need for body to exist given the existence of soul? Right. So not so you think I dropped your question. I don't. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now to do that, let's go into theology. All right. In theology, Plato starts with this statement. It's an analogy. Being, what we've been talking about, is to becoming as truth is to belief. Now, being relates to truth, and therefore it can be known by logos, or intellect, and phronesis, which is the highest kind of knowing. As becoming can be known by opinion and all of our perceptions. Therefore, you can make statements about it that you can call beliefs. Therefore, becoming is to belief as being is to truth. Now, being, therefore, he's going to add, he's going to say it's self-identical, uniform, non-changing, right? Eternally what it is, right? Now, I want to take these two together, being hyphen truth, right? Becoming opinion, or belief, right? Known through logos or reason and wisdom, known by opinion and sensation or perception, now, I'm putting that down first. Now I want to talk about these two. I want to talk about these two. I want to talk about the realm of being and the realm of becoming. Now we're moving into theology. When God saw, that everything was in disorder, he desired that all should be like himself, and so what he did then, he took over the visible, which was in flux and disorder, and he produced, therefore, order out of disorder. This is not a creator. This is an organizer. Right? There's nothing created in this. If you mean by creation something that comes out of nothing. So he desired that all should be like himself, and this is called the supreme originating principle of the universe. After he desired that, he reflected on this, right? He reflected on becoming now, because he now put it into order. Right? It's now ordered. It's now ordered. And now he's reflecting on what he's doing. And he says, you know what? Comparing wholes with wholes, those wholes which are by nature rational are always more beautiful than the wholes that can be regarded as irrational. And since beauty is one of the standards in this process, because order and beauty are kin, right? He therefore brought order out of disorder, and necessarily brought beauty into existence. Why? Because in terms of this theology, God cannot do any action other than what is most beautiful. Therefore, when he brought order out of disorder, he necessarily brought it into a beautiful order. Therefore, when he compared wholes with wholes, he saw that the rational was more beautiful than the irrational. And because of that reasoning, because of that reasoning, he put reason in soul and soul in body. Now, that means, therefore, the model for this universe, the model, he desired that all things should be like himself. Therefore, becoming must be like being. Then this must be the pattern. This must be the copy. This must be in eternity, as it were. Remember, simultaneous whole. This must be in time. Therefore, when God then, creating the universe, spread it out through all becoming, this is the universe. This then is the universe. And therefore he made it into a cosmos, which then becomes a living creature endowed with soul, owing to the providence of its maker, God. So if the universe is like, if the universe is like the pattern, which copy stands to a pattern, therefore, when we, watch now, all right? Therefore, when we function, we then are similar to our Creator, and we have to bring order out of our disorder. And it must be done fairly, beautifully, right? It must have a beauty to it, right? No coercion, right? And in doing that, we are nothing other than doing within ourselves and our universe what God did to the universe as a whole. Therefore, we become, as it were, an element of the divine in respect to what we need to bring into order out of the disorder, and therefore we are copying the very processes of creation of the cosmology. Therefore, it is its realm. Right. Pardon me?
Is this God the same? This God is not the one. This is more like
no.
the demiurge.
This is called the demiurgos. Thank you. Yeah, that's right. Right. Yeah. Demiurgos, it's a God that works. Ergos, right? It's a demigod. Right. God that works. And so that we can then see, therefore, that this model or this pattern is being, and it stands to truth, and everything we say about this we can say is true, and everything we say about this universe that was our creation, the best we can say about it is in the realm of opinion, necessarily, because it's in time. You never see the whole. It's always a partible, and the primary vehicles for understanding it are opinion and sensation or perception. So, this pattern now. This pattern, therefore, must be not dead, but alive. It must have a vitality. Right? It must have a vitality. And it's also, obviously, since it's making and doing all of these creative things, there is evidence, therefore, it must have intellect. Right? So there's a living intellectual thing that exists, sometimes called a intelligent living creature. This, therefore, is called the intelligent living creature because it